Hi, my Tubies, my Teletubbies. It's SheilaTruelove, and I just got back home from a date. It's 8 o'clock right now on, what is this, Wednesday? Let me tell you something. This character that I met, okay, Derek, his name is Derek, the same name as my brother. Let me tell you about Derek. This is a guy who could never be my husband. He could never be my man. But he's definitely someone I will always keep around. He's smart as hell. He's he's a fast talker. He's a very, very fast talker. And the way he looks at your face to see if you're really buying the things that he's saying. Majority of the women do buy what he said. I could tell. I just could tell. This is a guy who has his phone. Listen, yeah, I could tell. Now, I already have Derek's phone number, right? So, whenever I'm with the guy or whatever, so we talked on the phone, we did FaceTime and all that, you know, yeah, so I already have his number. So, finally we get together. And I go out on a date with this character. And I do mean character. He was definitely entertaining. I like that. Entertain me or educate me. Whatever the hell. But, or spend cash. So, I go into the bathroom. I say, we get to the place, you know, the restaurant. It was BJ's. I always wanted to go. I already went to BJ's. I already experienced it. But it was going to be but we went to BJ's. Right? BJ's of all names, right? Me going to the restaurant with a guy like this character. BJ's. So I always excuse myself, right? And then I called his phone while I was in the bathroom. And anytime you call their phone and it goes right into voicemail, it means that they have their phone turned on off. Right? Okay. So it's either turned on off or they could have it on vibrate. So when I went to the bathroom and I called his number, it automatically went into voicemail. So they could have it on airplane mode, because when you put it on airplane mode, it automatically goes to the voicemail too. That's how I know that this character is, no. You're turning your phone off and no, because you have other females on the side, which is fine because he's not married to me, whatever. At the same time, I want to know, what am I walking into? Now, one of the reasons why I could never take Derek seriously, he's too much of a fast talker. He's a fast talker. And the way I look at his body language, I look at the way he keeps looking at my eyes, and the way he keeps trying to see, is she really buying this? Is she really buying, you know? I mean, like, really. Now, this is the part that now, he's been out of jail for 90 days, 3 months. Okay, and he's a fast talker. Anytime somebody talks too fast, you know what I'm saying? That already sums it up. Whatever. And I can tell you this, girls, the man is definitely Gemini, because Geminis are smart as hell, and I'm intrigued with Geminis. I find them to be brilliant, to be honest with you. Of course, I did his chart after he gave me his birthday and all of this, and Gemini, and he's brilliant. I look at his Mercury and I look at his moon. You know what I'm saying? And too much of a fast talker. Have been out of jail for 90 days. That's 3 months. Where did I meet him at? I went to a meetup. Like I told you, I enjoy that app called Meetup. It's not even a dating site. But I guess his friend brought him to this meetup, you know, a way to meet different people. And we were talking, and we tend to, well, how about this? It seemed like we had the same interest. Because I'm not going to hang out with nobody who we don't have the same common interest. I'm interested in research. I'm interested in educational things. He's interested in reading. He named off how many books he read, and he named all of these authors, and he was very articulate. Of course, he's read a lot of books. You're in goddamn jail, dude. But I don't think that's it. I think even out of jail, the man loves to read because he's very bright. He's incredibly charismatic. at the same time, I could see, you know how we've already experienced narcissistic traits, like when they want to move too fast. They want to do this with you. They want to hurry up and do that. They want to hurry up and do this. They're too fast. And then I asked him about what is the longest relationship you've ever been in, and what was the cause of that to break up. And listening to what he said to me, automatically, ASAP, 2 weeks, I knew it. I summed it up. Narcissist, because he could never see the wrong that he did in the relationship. You know? You got to first keep it real before you can heal. You got to, if you keeping it real, that means that you're going to tell the truth. What was your part? What did you do to screw it? He never took accountability for anything that he did wrong. So I'm listening, and I'm always a good listener. I love it when I'm hanging out with people who are talkers, because that means that I don't have to talk as much. And, you know, it's good. The less you talk, listen to me, listen, the better. Another thing I always bring with me on dates, just to put them to the test, is table topics. I have this little portable, it's called Table Topics. It's like a card. You know how you get a deck of cards? Well, I ordered it from Amazon, and it's Table Topics. It's like in a deck of cards. It's easy to just slip in your purse. So when you go out on dates, and you just pull the cards out and put them in the middle of the table, and they give you different topics to talk about. Because I don't know you, you don't know me. We're trying to get to know each other. Table Topics is the perfect thing to take on every single new date. And anytime you run into someone, I can't speak for you, but I'm going to speak for me. If you don't want to play Table Topics, you won't see me for the second date. Because I can't deal with people who are mentally lazy. Normally, people who don't like to, do the table topic because they're drug addicts. Their brain is fried up from the drugs. They came to the goddamn date high. They just want to chill. Okay, baby. I get it. I hear you. But I'm just not the girl for you, and you're not the guy for me. How about that? No. But anyway, this character, Derek, he was just too much. He was too much. He was very entertaining for me. So anyway, Tubies, I sat there looking at this guy's body language, and I listened to him. I watched him, and yet I was still like, everything he said, I was like, yeah, I hear you. I was like agreeable. You know, I didn't want to let him know that, God, I could see all through your BS, dude. But that's okay. Anyway, as long as you keep entertaining me for as long as I'm on this dogged date, okay, this is going to work for me, you know? Whatever. Anyway, so he started to tell me about his life and how his life, it wasn't so great, and how he didn't grow up with his mother and his father. And so when I was like, oh, that's horrible. That's too bad. So he said, yeah, my dad, when I was young, my dad passed. He said it wasn't that my dad died or anything. He just passed and said, bye, I'm out. Deuces. He didn't pass. He just passed his damn responsibility on to somebody else. The guy was entertaining. He was funny as all get out. Really. Anyway, one of the things I noticed about him immediately, like when he drove up to our destination, I don't get in no man's car. I give the destination, I give the restaurant where we're going, and I'll meet you there, because I usually take Uber. Because I don't know the guy. I mean, we've been FaceTiming and talking like forever. But anyway, I still don't know you. So I say, I give him the location. Let's go meet over there at BJ's. I give him the address. So we get to BJ's. And when we're at the table, our first thing I notice is that he gives me his undivided attention. The way he looks at me, every time I say a word out of my mouth, he is so attentive. It's like what every girl wants. He looks at you, but you think he's paying attention to what you're saying. He's not. He's sizing you up to try to see, let me see how gullible is this broad. Really? But only thing is that, poor baby, how sad is this for him? He didn't have a clue that he's actually met his match. Not even his match. He's not even in my league. But I said, I'm going to have some fun with this clown. Really. So anyway, I listened to him talk about his past relationships and blah, 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 and all the above. And he was telling me about how these women had did this for him. And he was like, wow, this woman must really love me because she did this and she was like doing that, trying to hint around like if I really want to. Oh, yeah, is he stupid? I was almost ready to curse. One thing I don't do because I'm how you say, more seasoned. I'm no longer green. You know, green means when you're naive. When you're ripe, you become ripe in life. That means you have experience now. You're no longer green. Now, when I was green, I would have listened to whatever. But now, look, kid, I'm not right. I'm not green anymore. I don't go in my pocket to give no man no money. I don't do that because that is the same thing as cutting off his testicles. It's the same thing as cutting off his penis. When a man needs money or gas money, or I don't know, whatever the hell he needs it for, he is supposed to go to another man. I've learned so much from hanging out with my Rick, the guy I told you he's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because my roommate, she's gone to the military for 10 months. So I have Rick over here helping me out. And then I have Steve. And then I have Dell. And all of these men agree that no man is supposed to be asking a woman for money. They're supposed to go to other men if they need a loan or if they fall on hard times. Or they're supposed to go to the members of the church, like the pastor. You know, they could talk to the pastor and work it out or do some kind of arrangement. It's called business. So, like back in the day, you know, there was a time when I would go in my pocket and help the guy out. Blah, blah. Those days are so over. It's over. And it doesn't matter. I still have no problem getting dates. Trust me when SheilaTruelove tell you. There are a lot of lonely dudes, and I say dudes, out there. And you got to just sit down, listen to the stories, be entertained by it. I hope you can see straight through their Maybelline. But it's funny to me. It makes me laugh a lot. When I be looking at them and they be talking to me and they be looking like they're so understanding, I look at them and it makes me smile. It makes me laugh. I break out laughing. Because they honestly think that you're an idiot. Wow. So, of course, I continue to listen to him talk and blah, blah, blah. You know, they have a lot of men who say that men should remain mysterious. That means that you should not, that the man that you're dating or going out with, whatever, they should talk as little as necessary. But what they forgot to school the guys on is if I ask questions and you're not going to answer my questions, you're not going to be hanging out with SheilaTruelove for long. You're going to be in my toy box. I'm not going to take you seriously. And do I have respect for you? No. Because anytime you can't answer my questions, that tells me you have something to hide. And when you have things to hide, that means you're a liar. And nobody can trust a liar. Anyway, so he was telling me also about how he had got into an argument with his girl because he was on his cell phone. And when she got into the call, he has issues with his phone. He didn't want her to look into his phone. So, you know, me over dinner, of course, and yeah, nice prime rib, or whatever the hell. And I'm saying, wow, really? Wow. And I was like, you know, but my take on that is anytime a person has a problem, letting their partner, now this is supposed to be your partner. He was with this female for a minute. And you don't want her to look into your phone. You don't want to give her your passcode. Come on, that screams. There's something. Come on. Anytime somebody have all these issues with their phone, they don't want you to look into their phone. Yeah, because they're living foul. They're living foul. Anytime they come to your house and they turn their cell phone off or they put it on vibrate, yeah. And I always check that. When they come to my house, I always excuse myself going to the bathroom, or I'll just sit there with them and they'll think I'm just checking my texts, but I always call their phone. And when I call their phone, if it's on vibrate or it goes into, how you say, voicemail, I know that's an underhanded nigga. That's somebody I am not going to take seriously because this person is a snake. You have other women on the side. Just be honest. Keep it real, though. You're not married to me. What's the point of lying? You know what I mean? But anyway, so he tells me that he's a changed man and now he's turned his life over to God. Why did he say that? Because he knows that I am a spiritual person. And I talked to him and I explained to him, what's important to me and my interests. So whatever my interest is, he tries to match whatever I'm interested in and pretend like it's his interest. But no, he was honest. He said he used to be a scammer and he was a damn good scammer. He was good at it and I believe him. I believe him. Now, let me tell you about this, Tubi. This is the kind of character that's very, very entertaining for me. He's entertainment. He makes me laugh a lot. With this guy, I laugh so much. I don't even think about any issues. But he's definitely not someone I would never make a friend. Not at this rate. He could never, ever be my man. He's definitely going my toy box. Toy box means something to play with. You don't take them seriously. Please throw them in your toy box, Tubies. And when you're bored or when you want to be entertained, you pull them out of the toy box. You go give them the call. So what's up, dude? What are you up to at this moment? What are you doing? Yeah, I'm bored. I tell them I'm bored. I'm lonely. I feel lonely and I'm bored. I'll be like, you want me to come over? Yeah, come on over. And don't forget to, I don't know, bring some beers or cognac, Hennessy. And that's not cheap. Yeah, they bring it over. Mm-hmm. But anyway, too, I just wanted to share that with you briefly. I will keep you posted. Like I said, it's a huge world out there. Don't be sitting up there isolating yourself. Go out on dates. Experience life, You have got to meet different people and learn different things if you want to, grow. You can't sit up here and just stay with the same old people. No, you have to sometimes associate with people that are so different from you because it's going to show you, how the world works. It's so many different viewpoints and so many, whatever. You don't have to, I say toy box, honey. There are some people who are keepers and there are some people who are throwbacks. Derek is a keeper because he entertains me. He makes me laugh and he teaches me. As long as you could give me either money or education, yeah, I'll hang with you for a minute. He educates me because he shows me exactly how he's got the gift for gab. I can see how so many women fall into his trap. But I also keep thinking about, every time I'm listening to these type of guys, I keep thinking about the serpent in the Garden of Eden. And how the serpent, he tricked Eve based on what he was saying to her. It was always about what he was saying, never action. It was always about what he said to her. And that's how so many females and women and ladies get caught out there because they're listening. They go by what they hear instead of the action. I try to make it very clear to my Tubies, my Teletubbies, remember, the way a man treats you, that's the way he feels about you. The way he treat you is the way he feel about you. If he's cheap and he's stingy, he's not feeling you too much, baby. Okay? If he's always like trying to get something for nothing, like you give so much, you give him like 85% and all he wants to give. No, you give him 90% and all he gives is 10%. No, come on now. You have got to realize that the way a man treat you is the way they feel. Oh, by the way, yeah, Derek did pay for the meal. He paid, even though I insisted on paying my own because I didn't want him to expect anything, but he insisted. And I said, okay, great. But I always insist that if you're going to pay the bill, then I at least pay the tip. And I could give a nice, generous tip. So the next time we come into this restaurant, everybody's going to be rushing to service our table. You see how that works? Anyway, Tubies, I love you. And until next time, remember, you always have a choice. Choose wisely. And I also want to say, FYI, if you have anything you want to talk about, send me an email at SheilaTruelove7. It's SheilaTruelove7 @ I'll be so happy to answer your emails. And I only charge $7 per email. And you think about other people, they're charging $50, $150 in all this. $7, the reason why I charge that, because it makes me feel valued. It makes me feel that you value me. I know. Anyway, you could send me, I prefer you email me opposed to calling, because sometimes I'm so caught up with calls. But if you email me at SheilaTruelove7 at AOL.com, I love it, because I have custom clients who could tell you Sheila Truelove is thorough. She's very thorough. So if you have anything you want to discuss or need to discuss, please feel free. My Cash app, get the Cash app. My Cash name is $ Sheila Truelove. And once you put that in, bam, $7. And baby, you're next on the list for the services I provide. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.